$98, $99, and that's 100. Well, just warming up. Gary just hit 1,000, so I hit 100. Gary hit 1,000. Pretty impressive, Gary.
I know. I did hit record, but I guess it didn't record properly.
Next time. All right, welcome. I'm Coach Ray. We're here at the Bodyweight Gym Studios, and we got a doozy for you today. So, bit of a push-pull piece to start with, and then we got something real special for you after that, okay? So, let's get warmed up first. We're just gonna open up some joints and muscles and the body and all the systems, you know. So grab a post. If you don't have a post, what you can do, put your palm flat to a wall, and then you're just gonna turn and look away. Don't look at it, look away. Okay, so just opening up that pec, shoulder, and that bicep tendon, because we got pushing and pulling today. Pushing and pulling. Gary, how was Easter?
Good. Yeah, it was good. Nothing too special or anything really.
No?
No.
What did you do?
Being a responsible person and staying indoors and isolating.
That's good. That's what you want to say when you're on Facebook Live.
Yeah. Plus, that's my normal routine anyway, so.
Yeah, good, yeah. So there you go.
It will be abnormal for me to do otherwise.
Yeah. No, I'm getting quite used to it. I really enjoy staying at home with the dogs.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's now extroverts realize how we feel about being pushed outside our comfort zone type thing.
Yeah, I'm like weird in the middle, like introverted, extrovert, like, yeah, I like human contact, but I also like to just not contact anyone.
Yeah, I feel like most people are like that nowadays.
Yeah.
People do like, or I think the main thing is that if you take away the option, then people want it more.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're told to stay indoors, you're like, now I want to be outside.
Mm-hmm. It's like, humans are funny like that, eh?
Human being just a rebel.
We don't know what the hell we want. So now take one of your hands, put it behind your head, touch the opposite shoulder, lean up against that wall now. Oh, that was scary. I didn't know if I was not going to touch that post or not. And just push that lat towards the post or the wall here. There you go. Sweet. Now, we'll do the other side. This is just nice and relaxing here, guys. So just a smooth little easy pace. Let's get everything opened up. If you're one of those people that, you want to get going, just chill out. We're going to get going, trust me. But first we need to get the body moving. Properly, that is. All right, so got pec, shoulders, bicep tendon opened up a little bit. I got those lats opened up a little bit. Now let's get into that lower half. So we're gonna go hip flexors, and then we're gonna sit down and stretch out that quad. So I'm gonna get into, I guess you could say, a pretty deep lunge. I'm gonna get into a lunge position here. And now if you watch me from the side, what I want to do is I want to try and push that hip forward, and I should feel the stretch, not on this side with this bent leg, but on this side, right through here in that hip flexor. So I'm just going to push that hip forward. This one too, you can always put your hand above your head and increase the stretch. Actually, I'll try a different version for you guys today. I was just inspired. I'm feeling the inspiration here. So if you got like a ledge or a chair, here's another really good one. Foot up on the chair, or we'll go the other foot because I was on this side. So foot up on the chair, and make sure, because everyone does this, right? And this is always frustrates me whenever I get people to do this one, is now look at my back foot. My toes are off towards the side. Try and square your hip dead set to the box, toes dead set to the box, straight on, and now push that hip forward, and then throw that, oh mama, throw that arm behind the head, open up that hip flexor there. That's a beauty. What a doozy. Okay, other side now. Same deal. Now look, that foot's not straight. Straighten that foot out. Ray, come on. Okay, I'm gonna push that hip forward, keep those toes flat, and then put that arm over my head and push that hip forward. I needed this one, boy. Oh, good. All right, so in the comments section, tell me, did you like that stretch? All right, moving on. So next one, I'm just gonna get down and sit on that quad. It's almost like a couch stretch, but I guess doesn't take as much work. You just sit on the floor, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta sit on the floor. If you're one of those hyper flexible people and you don't feel this, too bad. No, if you don't feel this, then you could do couch stretch. Or you could even lean back with both hands. If you don't feel this stretch and it's like, well, this is too easy, you don't do enough strength work. You need to start tightening up those muscles a bit more. Just kidding. I actually envy you, but hey. All right. Move those hips around a little bit. Ankles, knees. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Oh, yeah. Cool. And then we'll actually get into the forearms a little bit. So while you're in this position, you can just kind of lay your palms flat on the floor with your fingers pointed back and towards your body. And then kind of increase that stretch by maybe putting a little bit more weight into one side and the other, then fingers to the side. Just warm these wrists and forearms up a little bit. I like this one. This one's my favorite because this is going to be one position we'll be in quite a bit today, is with those fingers back like so, because we're going to be in that front rack position with a dumbbell. So moving on now. Ooh. We're opened up. Okay, so we got a few different options as to what we can do today for all pieces, and I'll explain this to you guys. Just really involves what equipment you have or what you don't have, right? So we're gonna go 3 sets. We're gonna do 9, 6, and 3 repetitions of a dumbbell row, okay? Or we could go strict pull-up, or ring row, or door pull-up, okay, whatever you have. So if you have like a door frame pull-up bar, or you're lucky enough to have a pull-up bar, like something like this, that'd be rare. But if you do, sweet. If you have a door, you got a door, you got a gym. Do you ever remember that one, Gary? With Chuck, or not Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture?
Yeah, it's like, you got a door, you got a gym.
Yeah, that was at Tower 2000 or something.
It was a while ago.
So it was Body by Jake. I remember that, Body by Jake. So this is Body by Ray. Take either a book or I used a like a sandal, like a Havaiana sandal, and I just put it on the outside of the door, like slipped it underneath, and I put one in the middle of the door as well, underneath the door, and then a towel over the top so I could do pull-ups on the door. Now you want to make sure, like, give the door a tap and make sure it's not one of those like really flimsy hollow doors, okay? And that maybe like an exterior door to a house is going to be a little bit stronger. But the reason when you want to slip like a book or the sandals, for one, that the door doesn't move while you're doing the pull-ups, because that kind of makes it a bit more difficult. The other thing is you don't want to stress the hardware of the door. And so, you know, you're like, if you're pulling down on the door and you have no support in the middle of the door, it's going to put some stress on the hardware of the door. So keep that in mind as well. So then we do 9, 6, 3, the dumbbell row. And then you have the option here. So if you're going to just go normal push-ups, you're going to double up the repetitions. So I'm going to do my first set. I'm going to do dumbbell row. I'm going to do the 9 dumbbell row, and I'm going to do 18 push-ups. Then I'm going to go 6 and 12. Then I'm going to go 3 and 6. Okay. Now, if you're doing, you can do a handstand push-up on a wall, strict or kipping. If you're going to do that, bring it back down to 9, 6, and 3 for both movements, okay? So the first round, like I mentioned, I'm going to do a dumbbell row, and I'm going to do push-ups. The next round, I'm going to do pull-ups and push-ups, and then I may go back to maybe ring rows and push-ups, but I'm not going to do handstand push-ups today because I did handstand push-ups yesterday. So, but that's neither here nor there. Here nor there, here nor there. What we're going to do first, we're going to rest 2 minutes in between these sets, and like I said, we're going to do 3 sets, okay? So follow along with me. I'm going to grab these 2 dumbbells here. Oh, who put those there? I'm going to grab these 2 dumbbells here, and I'm going to do 9 bent over row, all right? So when I get into this bent over row position, I just want to push my hips back, make sure my back is nice and flat, okay? Get these dumbbells in. Now, I would say just go to low enough as to where I'm here and I can keep a flat back. You don't have to touch the floor because then I kind of lose that optimal back positioning, right? So I'm here and I'm going to do 9 rows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. All right. Push-ups. So with these push-ups, I want to make sure that my arms are fully extended at the top of the repetition, right? My elbows are tracking in towards my body, not out like this. Okay, elbows are in nice and tight, shoulders are back and down. I'm packed into this position here. My chest and my hips are gonna touch the floor. Now, if you can't go chest and hips to the floor, what you can do is you can elevate the floor, all right? And what I mean by that is you can either have a chair or the back of the couch, whatever, right? And then you would set up for your push-ups like so. Okay, maybe if you had a couple like parallettes like this, well, there you go. You got push-up. Even then, say, here's one that I like. I could take a band, if you got a band and you got a pull-up bar. Oh, that's an annoying sound. I'll put my arms through, okay? And then I want to have that band just in my armpits, not lower than my nipples, above the nipples with the band. And then you'll do your push-ups from there, okay? And the reason for that is I like these progressions, and you'll probably notice that I haven't said knee push-ups yet, is because knee push-ups are so hard to progress from. If you're going from your hands and your feet, right, there's quite a bit of distance there between the hands and the feet, and then we got to use our core to compensate for that distance. Now, if I go to my knees, I shorten that distance, and it's so hard. It's so hard to progress from that, okay? So try and avoid the knees and use the progressions that I suggested. But if you don't have any of the things, like you don't have something to do your push-ups off or whatever, and, you know, some circumstances, you got to give in, go to the knees, okay? So I'm going to do 18 push-ups now, right? So what I like to do is I like to get my hand flat, right? Stick with me here for a sec. And I want to push the meat of my palm into the ground, and I spread my fingers apart. Now, see this little twisty action? Okay, so I kind of screw into the floor, right? That way, but my hand isn't moving. So I screw into the floor, my hands like I'm rotating out, right? And that's external torque through the floor. And now when I get into this push-up, my elbows are gonna default into a good position. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's the most push-ups I've ever done in my life. What's the most push-ups you've ever done in your life, Gary?
I lose count. I'm not sure.
Too many. You've done so many and lost count. All right. Now, back to the dumbbell row, because we went 9, 18. Now we're going 6, 12, then 3 and 6. So grab those big heavy dumbbells, and we're gonna go 1, 2, squeeze at the top, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, like I've mentioned before, you got your dumbbells. 1, 2, 3, testing. Gary can only count to 3. Is that true? I get it, because there's 1, 2, 3 testing. Yeah. Classic. If you got light dumbbells and these rows are too easy, what you can do is slow the movement down, and then at the top of the repetition, all I'm doing is a slight pause, right? When I get my shoulders back and my elbows back, all right? And I'm in this position here, and it's just a 1 to 2 second pause, right? With that dumbbell, and you really light that upper back up. Okay, so now 12 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. All right, now we're going 3 and 6. Grab those dumbbells, squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Down to the push-ups for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's that pump? That's my CrossFit Zone t-shirt. If anyone from CrossFit Zone in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada is watching, g'day. All right, so now we rest 2 minutes, okay? So just chill out and catch your breath. If you have a partner in crime like I do, I'm very lucky to have Gary here. This could be our opportunity to sit and talk to your friend. Okay, Gary.
Yes.
Easter egg, like candy. What do you go for? And it doesn't even have to be an Easter egg. It's just like Easter. You think about Easter and like what it is candy-wise to you. What are you getting?
Classic is the like an English sweet. I think you have them here yet. The mini ones, the egg mini things.
Yeah,
It's
with
like
the
a
hard shell on the
hard shell.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Cadbury's mini eggs or something like that? Isn't that what they're called? Yeah, those are deadly.
That and also like the Kellogg's covered in chocolate, like those little cake things that I don't know if you've ever seen. It's like little cupcakes, but made out of like Kellogg's flakes with chocolate.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, just a classic egg.
Yeah. After the bent arm with...
Yeah, Sean's saying this is way hard work after the bent arm with Matthew
Well,
yesterday.
Doesn't matter, because that's why. Boom! Don't zoom in on that, Gary.
I didn't zoom in yet.
That's embarrassing. All right. I would say for me, Cadbury mini eggs is a deadly one, but I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cadbury mini eggs. I don't think there's not really much else that like really excites me about like. I'm more of like, I don't know. I like cookies, and then cookies aren't really Easter, you know. Like that's my favorite sweet is cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a Easter sweets kind of guy.
Yeah, the only reason I ate chocolate is because someone just brought like a cheesecake home.
Oh, a
Other than
cheesecake would
that,
be.
I haven't brought any chocolate or anything for Easter.
I wouldn't be mad at a cheesecake, but I don't like those marshmallows that are like chicks, you know, like Easter. Like I don't know what chicks have to do with Easter, but they're like a yellow little chick, but it's a marshmallow.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah, they're American. They're the I forgot what they're called now.
Chicks or something.
What am I thinking of? Are they a different color in America? Are they reddish?
I don't think so. All right. While Gary tries to figure out what the name, he's going to Google it. The name of that is, let's do pull-ups. So I put some chalk on my hands. That's why I went off the screen for a second here. And we're going to do 9 pull-ups. So with this pronated grip, that's double overhand grip. Yeah, peeps. That's it. Peeps. Peeps suck. We're going to go for 9.
Yeah,
Chin all the way up and over.
They're American. You don't really see them here.
That's 9. All right. And now, sorry, I'm dusting the floor here. Now, let's go for the push-ups, but just for fun, let's do them with our hands on the dumbbell. Why? Because just give us a little bit more range of motion. So more chest pump. We're going for 18 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, that's very healthy. Gary's eating a banana now. And we're talking about all that crap you can eat. But now Gary's on the bananas.
Yeah. Oh, look, now he's dipping it in his chocolate fountain.
Yeah. I don't think I don't know. Sorry if this offends anyone, but
With sprinkles.
I feel like chocolate fountains belong on cruise ships. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah, an extremely rarity.
let's take, not that I'm judgmental about the way that people eat, but let's just take everything and dip it in chocolate. I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. Like a fountain of chocolate that everyone's dipping their stuff into, not really for me. Just like cruise ships are not really for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No chocolate fountains, no cruise ship, no chocolate fountains. Let's go for 6 here.
Or how Americans add, was it fructose corn syrup or something to everything?
Yeah, high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
In Canada, apparently we have like the same thing, but it's beet sugar. I don't know, some sort of genetically modified sugar. Okay.
Yeah, it's like in everything.
Yeah, everything.
All over there.
Yeah.
Too much corn.
Everything does taste pretty good over there, though, I'll admit. We're doing 12 push-ups now. That's in the States. They got good food. Well, not good for you, but they got lots of good options in terms of tastiness. 1, 2, 3,
Bottomless
4.
fries.
Yes. 9,
Red Lobster.
10, 11, 12.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Donuts, cool. Krispy Kreme, it's pretty good. You guys have that here, though.
Do you remember when the first one came to Perth?
No, before my time,
Wait, how long you been here?
2016.
Yeah, you probably missed it. Because,
I just missed the Krispy Kreme boom, is that what you're telling me?
well, they had them in Sydney for ages, so whenever anyone went over to Sydney, it was like a normal thing for people to bring Krispy Kremes back.
3, yeah?
And then we got one store over here. Obviously, we've got more now, but when that first store came to Perth, it was insanely packed, like 24/7.
Yeah.
But I remember doing DJ gigs and going there at like 2 a.m., but then there was still a massive line in the car park.
Yeah.
Like, because it was like drive-through as well. They had like a...
Where was it?
like Whitford's, Joondalup type of area.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 here. Keep going.
Yeah, so there was no place to actually like park up on the car park because they had so much in the drive-through that they just like sectioned it off with cones so the cars could do a bit of like a swerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been.
It was just insanely busy. Everyone was going crazy over donuts.
I think it's funny to think about that stuff now, considering all the guidelines and social distancing and whatnot. That none of that would exist, eh?
Well, drive-through is the way to go.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
want to do that.
I had my first Krispy Kreme when I lived in the States. I lived in Philadelphia, and it was like you could get them as they'd come off like the fryer. They'd like flip onto this conveyor belt, and they get washed through like a fountain of that Krispy Kreme glaze, and you get them right after that. Whew, that was good. But my favorite food in America, have you ever heard of the restaurant Chipotle?
Yeah.
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 The burritos?
Yeah, no, especially in South Park and other things, it's just a classic thing to like ruin your ring or
What did they make fun of it?
Give you diarrhea.
Did they make fun of it on
South Park,
ring?
Give you diarrhea, yeah.
I've never got mud butt from Chipotle. But I kind of like, I took a back seat on Chipotle when they got bought out by McDonald's. Yeah, that was when it was kind of like, oh, okay, great. Because it was like non-hormone proteins and like I think organic vegetables and everything. And then McDonald's bought it. And like they say that still, but I'm like, Come on. McDonald's owns this joint. It can't be that good.
So yeah, it's organic meat, but then that's just what they called the company. Organic meat,
Yeah, something like that.
It's like 100% beef is the company what it's called, but
Yeah. They like to do little sneaky businesses like that. Okay. Here's the next go. We're gonna go back to the top. We're doing 9, 6, 3, 18, 12, 6. Again, I'm just gonna do this one the same way I just did the last one. So I'm gonna do strict pull-ups. What we can do, maybe go chin-ups or with a bit of a wider grip. I think I might do chin-ups just for fun. So that's this supinated grip. Here's a quick one that I learned way back in the day in my BC, that's the British Columbia Parks and Recreation certification as a personal trainer. Supinated, it's like a bowl of soup. Pronated, there's nothing for that. It's just supinated. That's all supinated. That's the only one you need to remember. And then you'll remember pronated as overhand. So supinated, bowl of soup, pronated, double overhand. Okay, so with a supinated grip, I'm gonna do 9 chin-ups. I call these chin-ups, I call that pronated grip a pull-up. That's another way of remembering it, but everyone's got their own thing.
I think it's common to say, yeah, that's a chin up, and then the other way is pull up.
Yeah. That one I found tougher. Some people think that this one's easier. I don't know. I don't know why it would be, like, why some people find that easier and other people find pronated easier. For me, because I do everything like this, like with barbells, pull-ups, kettlebell swings, all that kind of stuff. It's almost like my hand is locked in that position, and it's way harder for me to get into that position. It's like my radius and ulna are like locked like this.
Yes, I guess you have a lot more better strength in that sort of.
Yeah, so even if I go like, that's why sometimes it's nice to just do a hang like this. If I do a hang like that, I get a bit of pain in that forearm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I feel like for most people it's easier to do a chin up because I think using like the bigger muscle, it's easier.
Yeah, you're using those muscles in your back.
You've trained so much of the other sort of muscles that that's actually becoming easier maybe.
Yeah,
like said,
and it hurts less.
Yeah. So maybe you should do chin-ups more to.
Yeah, no, I should. I don't have a pull-up bar at the house, and I think if I did pull-ups on my door frame at home, I'd be busting that door. All right. I'm just trying to buy myself time here before I have to do these last 18 push-ups. Okay, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, return. All right. Get some more of that magic dust on the hands here. Magic dust.
Powdered sugar.
Hey, can't see me, but you can hear my hands rubbing together.
No, they just hear you.
Hey. 6 of these bad boys.
And switch to a replay of the video.
I rode my bike here today, so getting pretty fit.
Not out of necessity, just wanted to be fit.
Yeah, no, it had nothing to do with 2 flat tires on my car, and a flat tire on my own bicycle. I had to ride my wife's bike here. It's just because I wanted to get fit. Same reason I'm not doing these push-ups right now. I just want to get fit.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did tell Ray this one, but what do you call a sleepy bicycle? A sleepy bicycle. No. Why is a bicycle sleepy? That's it. Because it's too tired.
Because there's 2 tires. Classic. If you got a good dad joke, put it in the comments, please.
Yeah, I'll rate it.
Give us a good one. Give us your best dad joke.
I like this one. So my friend keep telling me that things are going to get better. You know, things could be worse. You know, you could be stuck underground in a hole full of water. I know he means well.
Hey, that's my wife, Brooke Hodgkinson. Hi, Brooke. All right. This workout is going to be nasty. We might have to make some alterations, Gary. Don't tell them what I wrote on that board there, so that whatever version I give them, they think that was what we were meant to do.
Yep. Things can change.
Yeah, things can change. Oh. Hello, Sharon and Brooke. Watch this. Now that I know they're watching, now I'm pumped up. Last 6. Okay.
I feel like it's that meme that Matt put in the chat or the thing of those, your pain is my, those little aliens or those little men. I'll have to find the meme. Because he was talking about like, your suffering is my entertainment in a way.
What was it on?
One of the gym pages.
I don't know.
But no, it just reminds me of Brooke, just like, you know, sitting there drinking coffee and stuff, just watching you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, just watching you go through this sort of pain.
Yeah. I think she's pretty used to it by now. So here's a funny story. My wife's a paramedic, right?
That's a good
So
one.
if you've watched that Lottery West commercial on TV, that's my wife. You know that one that comes up, Lottery West, every commercial break? That's my wife, but that's not part of the story. I compete in CrossFit events, competitions, and so my wife would always come watch, and sometimes she'd be in uniform, and so people like used to think that I was always like, if they didn't know that that was my wife, they'd be like, why is the paramedics over by that guy? So people probably thought that forever and ever, like this one girl actually confirmed this with me. She's like, always was like, oh, I wonder why the paramedics were always beside you. I thought it was kind of rude that they thought you were gonna die or something. No, that's just my wife. So I think she's used to
ready there just to.
Yeah, she's used to watching me suffer. All right. Here's the go. Okay. We got 2 movements. All right. Just so I get this 100% right. And how I originally wrote this out. We're gonna go, oh, here I am. There we go. on the 0 minute mark, we're going to accumulate 100. Yes, that's correct. 100. 100 V-ups. But every minute on the minute, including 0, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, you're going to do 5 burpees. Okay? So we're going to cap this at 12 minutes. There's going to be a 12-minute cap on this. And then from 12 to 15, we'll rest. Then from 15 to 30, okay, we're going to do 100 single arm dumbbell clusters. Or you can do 500 double unders. Same deal again. We're going to do 5 burpees every minute on the minute. Okay, that's including that 15-minute mark. All right? So if you have no idea what the hell I just said, that's fine, because I'll walk you through it, all right? So first things first, we're doing 100 V-ups. We'll grab a butt pad so you don't burn your bum. So let's just say for the V-up, you touch your toes at the top, your heels touch at the bottom. Okay, so if I do a V-up, I keep my legs straight, my hands and my feet touch the floor, and then I touch my feet. So I'm gonna do 100 of those. For the burpee, chest and hips touch the deck, stand up to full extension, jump off the floor. It doesn't have to be much. So if I'm doing my burpee, let's just say I went to the floor, here, up, jump. That's my burpee, okay? Now, for the hang clusters, let's just switch arms whenever we feel like, okay? Try to put even amounts of work into both arms. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably stick to one side for like the majority of like that minute. And then once that minute ticks over and I have to do my 5 burpees, I'm then gonna use the other hand, okay? Get back to work, Brooke. So for that hang cluster, I'm gonna pick up the dumbbell, stand all the way up to full extension. The dumbbell, one of the dumbbell heads would go past my knee, almost like a kettlebell swing, and then squat clean thruster. That's gonna be the hang cluster. Whammy. I just want to see myself do that on camera. It's nice that there's a little delay on there. You're like, oh, look at me there. So, like I mentioned, we're gonna go from 0 to 12. If you don't get 100 V-ups done, cap yourself at that 12-minute mark, all right? Let's set this up. Let's just put put 30 minutes on there. We won't need to get that far. Okay, so 30-minute time cap on this one. We'll go in 10 seconds. We're gonna start with the 5 burpees, remember, because we're gonna do those every minute on the minute, including 0, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's getting ugly. There's 12. Oh, 14. Burpees. Here we go. I'm ready. Oh, it went. But it didn't make any noise. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. One. Oh man, I'm gonna switch mine up a little bit. So my heels aren't gonna touch the ground because it's throwing me off. And now we're on to the burpees. Okay. I'm at 23, I think. Oh. 26 and burpees. All right. 26. Oh. 30. 26. Oh, 29. We'll do 30. 30. Okay. Back to the burpees. Oh. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do V-ups, Nar. But I'm trying.
He said, so that's how you're supposed to do V-ups.
Yeah.
I think even in a sense of
I don't know
he
if he's
didn't do them before.
Sarcastic or what.
No, I think he meant he wasn't doing them properly himself or themselves.
I think you should see the abs on that boy. He can do V-ups.
Oh, maybe it is sarcastic.
Naramu is the world's strongest man, under 90 kilograms. And he lives here in Perth. And he used to be a CrossFit athlete And guy had the meanest set of abs you ever seen.
Ah.
So we're at 33. $37. All right. Burpees. I'm not making these up. Real thing. It's 44. Oh. Oh. All right, here we go. 47. 50. Back to those burpees. Oh. Four. 57. All right. $60. One, two, three. I just realized I didn't set this right. Oh, maybe I did. Back to the burpees. Okay. Almost there. May get capped here. Oh, 67. Oh, 70. All right, this is minute 11. Back to those burpees. Oh, okay, last 30 seconds here. Fifteen seconds left, then we rest. Three, two, one. Okay, we're resting. That's my mom, Sue Skankers. Hi, Mom. Oh, that was about as brutal as I thought it would be. So with that one, as you can see, V-ups were quite tough. I had to make a modification there from that original standard that I set because it was really throwing me off, touching my heels. What you can do is you could do a tuck sit as an alteration to that one. So instead of bringing your hands to your feet, you'd pump your knees in, still bringing your arms up, and your upper back up off the floor. Or you can do sit-ups. Hey Gary, do we have a water bottle?
I'll grab something, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great, thank you. Because I didn't bring a water bottle with me today. There is a water bottle on my wife's bicycle, but I don't know where it's been. And I don't mean that as a knock to my wife. I mean that because she just got the bike from somebody else and the water bottle was included, so who knows what's been in that thing. So you can't be too careful in this day and age. So Gary's gonna go grab me a water bottle. He's a beautiful man. All right, so this next one we're gonna do, we got about 1 minute and 10 seconds here before we start on this next one, is the single arm hang cluster. Now, we're gonna put a 12-minute cap on this one as well, not 15 minutes. So we'll go until the 27-minute mark, I believe. And if my math is correct. And we're gonna do 100 of those single arm hang clusters like I did in the warm-up demo. And then, thank you very much, Gary. Look at that, looks nice and cold too, beautiful. We'll do those single arm clusters like I showed you in the demo, and 5 standard burpees in between each of those, okay? We'll go in 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and burpees. I just realized I was meant to start with those burpees, but I wanted to get a head start. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Right, Gary? Okay, there's 5. So we're on 16. Let's switch arms this time. There's 24. Back to those burpees. Ah. $28, $29, $30, $31, $32, $33. Good. $24, $40, $41, $2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. All right, it's about halfway done here. It's getting tough, Gary.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Going past those limits.
That's right. There's 54. Whew. All right. 54.
Hey Monty, we're in Perth, Australia. So it's 9:10 a.m. here. So morning stream for us, depending on where you are, could be late evening.
61 done. All right.
Yeah, I think after you've done the amount of exercise he has, yeah, some heavy breathing is required. Oh, nice.
66.
Yeah,
I'm Canadian.
He's actually Canadian, so but he lives here.
Oh boy. Where in the Midwestern United States are you from?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh, from Michigan.
From Michigan. Lives in Indianapolis.
So how do you pronounce that?
This is 70. 71.
Brooke says he breathes like his dad, Big Mike.
My dad's a heavy breather. All right, 71. Almost there now, come on.
Yeah, it's definitely an intense workout.
$79. All right, almost there, come on.
We've been doing it for a couple of weeks now, or a few weeks now. Obviously, since the epidemic happened, so gyms got closed. So yeah, we started streaming straight away every morning.
87.
But we are planning to continue this on even after the gym's open. Thank you, Monty. I mean, at the moment, yeah, people have got to try to be disciplined in their own home and get motivated. So hopefully some free workouts every morning would help that. And plus you can ask any questions live as well.
$96. All right. Almost done. Last one. Oh boy. Okay. Seven. 8.
And we try and
9.
make it as easy as it can to be working from home.
100.
Minimal equipment.
And that's us. Wow, that was something else.
That was an intense workout.
Whose idea was that? Oh.
Maybe I teased you too much that you just wanted to prove me.
Oh, no. That was all me, buddy.
Monty says, good work, Coach Ray.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Thank you for the follow. And Sansoon, thank you for the follow as well.
Alrighty. That was brutal. I'd say that was the most brutal one yet.
And they're just going to get tougher and tougher.
No, I've had a couple. I think the first one was pretty tough. Excuse me. That one we did with all the pistols and where I burnt the skin off my butt cheeks from the sit-ups. The very first one we did together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That was quite brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal. There was a lot of burpees in that one too. I actually found that I was worried that the burpees were going to be the worst part, and they weren't easy. But I found those V-ups to be the worst. If I was to do that one again, I would scale those somehow. Maybe do sit-ups or tuck sits, because I wasn't able to hold. Yeah, we get it. I wasn't able to hold a good standard on those V-ups. So I'd rather see, personally, I'd rather have hold a good standard and stick with that throughout, rather than pick a standard that's above my ability and then have to change halfway through or quarter of the way through. I just find that training stimulus wise that it's going to be less of a screw with your head type deal. I know that if you start thinking about well, this just goes from personal experience. If I start thinking about I'm not able to uphold the standard that I want to, or the movement that I want to, or maybe even the weight that I want to, that gets in my head mentally. So rather than that, just to make it because you're already producing so many stress hormones when doing exercise like this, rather than put some physical stress on top of some psychological stress, I would rather just make this psychologically enjoyable. For the most part, sometimes it's good to just suffer through stuff. Like I feel like that second bit of the hang clusters was a good one to kind of just shut my head off and kind of suffer through that. Yeah. So with that one, okay, from 0 to 12, you're doing 100 V-ups or sit-ups or tuck sits. You could even do 100 hollow rocks, okay? And every minute on the minute, including that 0-minute mark, you're gonna do 5 burpees. Now from the 12 to the 15-minute mark, you're gonna rest. At the 15-minute mark, you'll do 5 burpees. I forgot to do my 5 burpees at the 15-minute mark. I went right into the hang squat clean thruster, or the hang dumbbell cluster, as the kids like to call it on the internet. I don't know how that started, don't ask me. So on that 15-minute mark, you'll do your 5 burpees, and then I shortened it up a little bit. I capped it at 27 minutes. But you could do it from 30. I think 30 is going to be enough time to get that done for sure. I used a 10-kilogram dumbbell. This is the heaviest one we had available today. But you could use, I'd say like the standard would be 22.5 and 15 kilograms for the ladies. So 22.5 for the gents and 15 kilograms for the ladies. If you don't have a dumbbell, but you have a jump rope and you could do double unders, I'd say do 500 double unders instead of 100.
Or a backpack full of stuff.
Oh yeah, or a backpack full of something. You could just kind of do a thruster, I would say, with a backpack full of books. You don't have to do the hang squat clean thruster, because that would be kind of difficult to do with a backpack. But if you can do it, you can do it. All right, so I'm probably gonna sit here for the next half hour or so, but you guys can leave. I'll get up just to be formal. Ugh. All right, so thank you. I'll see you every week. We get the sweat check. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good this week for the sweat check.
Kelvin did a good job of, I think, mostly getting his shirt sweaty.
Did he get his shirt all sweaty?
Yeah, I think it was like most of it, yeah.
Good, nice job, Kelvin. All right, so if you can, please go ahead and donate to our Patreon account. Link for that Patreon account is in the comment section. If you want to donate, keep the lights on here, keep the show running, keep the coaches being able to collect an income during this global crisis. We would really appreciate that. So on behalf of myself, my main man, Gary, behind the camera on the ones and twos, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Peace out.